Okay guys, so welcome back to the Empathic Voice Interface channel. I'm currently trying to learn to understand how in detail the client code of the Empathic Voice Interface works, and that's why we will have a look today at the Python code. This is the Quickstart Python page, and when you do the pip install, these files are installed in the background. And I will just give you a debug experience on what happens when. So I've started debugging, and at the moment, like, there is just a few special variables, Python variables. Probably when you want, like as I do, want to transfer the stuff into another coding language, into C, for using it in C# for Unity, then it doesn't matter. So let's go deeper. And this is in the Anaconda environment. So distance utils hack, distance utils meter finder. So it is some kind of code that's executed to find the next code to execute, basically to start our library code. In the first code to be executed is the init py, the first initialization of the library, and it imports some metadata, and then it does some batch. Under measurement, it does some batch jobs. I have no idea why. They are adding some module names here. Then it imports the stream client. In the stream socket, and then it invites the that's measurement stream. So I think it's for the emotional measurement. That's what it is, like how you sound, like whether you're sad or not. And then it's these are for the voice client, the microphone interface, the voice chat, the voice socket. And let's dive deeper into this. We go through this find the library code, and now we are in the underscore voice folder in its initialization process. Let's see. It is starting the voice client. Once again, we have to find the voice client. Now we are there. It imports some logging, and then it initializes some mixins. These mixins are honestly, I don't really understand what's going on in this, but as far as I understood, these mix-ins are like universal code that you can add with other code, so that it is like the specialized code or something like that. And oh no, I went here, so we are still here. And after the mix-ins, after the voice, it goes to the initialization Python script of the mix-ins, and then it goes to chat mix-in. Already we have no, this chat mix-in only has some special variables. Yet it imports the login to pass URLs, this async context manager, it starts the WebSocket. So this chat mixin, chat_mixin.py file seems to be like the real big initialization of the stuffs, like for example also like this voice socket. Is really importing the WebSocket client protocol in the WebSocket. So like in the transmission of the code, it's really having complex protocols. It's importing the audio settings, and I think this is in the voice socket, like this class voice socket is the one that is doing all of this sample-based communication and transferring the audio files again and again. Let's see what it does. Goes into typing, goes back to the voice socket. Typing seems to be a very important package. If you know anything about that, please tell me. It starts the WebSocket. I have no idea what an async iterator is. Ater is async iterator. Here is the send function, the receive function, sample rate, update the sessions, typing optional. So like understanding this will be the key, and then it sends a file. And goes to the chat mixin. Back up to the chat mixin, because we were in the voice socket, right? And this exception, client exception, there's no error code in there currently. So you can skip over that. And then it goes to the chats mixin. I just push through it. Now this is for logging. So the chats mixin. I should have looked at it. I guess the chats is the text communication. And then it's goes to the, it has initialized the human voice client, it goes to the microphone interface, voice chat, voice config, voice socket. So here you can see like it's really initializing these class variables, very much like paths to the Python code, I would say, also in the microphone class, the different utilities. It initializes the exceptions, the version, then it goes back to the the initialization of the human voice client, and the microphone interface is done, which is of course the most of the work. Then it goes to reading the API key, does some adds some OS features so that it can access files and store the audio files shortly. How many stacks do we have? Run code, run module as main. No idea. And then finally we get into execution of the main program. Let's see. We are now in async.io runners.py. So if you want to know more about how this interface is really working in detail, it's good to set a breakpoint there in async.io in your Python library. Then it says, say something.
Hey there, what's on your mind?
I just wonder where I have to place the breakpoints.
Gotcha. Placing breakpoints can be a bit tricky.
Yeah, I think runners.py is a good point to start.
Sounds good. Starting at runners.py seems like a solid plan. It's a great place to kick things off.
Okay, so have a good time.
Yeah, did too. Enjoy what you're working on.
So that was the first walkthrough through the Python code that is on the client side, the backbone of the empathic voice interface. And I will keep you informed with my progress on the C version. You will be able, when you want to use the empathic voice interface for Unity and also later on for Unreal Engine, you will be able to access my code. I will provide a plugin that you will be able to buy in the respective stores. And yeah, so let's get the stuff running. Have a great time. Bye bye.